This is a message from Congregation Beth Abraham. The sisterhood has advised that the deadline for reservations for the dinner has passed. However, the absolute real drop-dead deadline has been extended until dessert. Please text Daniel Kamenetsky so he can add more tables right now. The good news is, live from Teaneck, it's the Shul dinner video.
I'll tell you things about Pesci. First of all my children have something of their mother in them. Aleha Shalom. But Pesci, I think, is the oldest child, is also the closest to her. My wife had an integrity, a sense of integrity that was awesome. And I think my children inherited it. But one who inherited in a very special way, and almost in the same ways of her mother, was Pesci. Well, I met the rabbi before I knew the rabbi would become my son-in-law. He was an outstanding young man, and not only as a student, he was a man that was looking for truth, searching for truth. And Baruch Hashem, they met, and now together they are partners. And I think successful partners, leading a community, leading a great community.
26 years ago, I was the head of the Rabbinic Search Committee.
I was the only woman on the search committee when we were looking for a rabbi.
We spent hours and hours coming up with a list of the type of attributes that we wanted for a rabbi. He must be a leader. He must be a motivator. He must be personable, vivacious, very smart, interesting, and very outgoing.
We had some very amusing candidates that came, but when Rabbi Neuberger came, we all agreed that this was the correct selection.
I was in Rabbi Neuberger's shir in YU for 2 years and became very close with both the Rav, the Rebbitzin, and their young children at the time. When I got engaged in 1999, my wife Aviva made very clear that there was no way we were ever going to live in Teaneck. A short 4 years later, when we outgrew our apartment in Kew Gardens Hills, she insisted that we move to this community. From afar, she had developed a relationship with the Rav and the Rebbitzin and saw what special people they are.
When we were in Washington Heights, we had an excellent Rav at our shul there, and when we were looking for a community to move to, we wanted a place that was both a warm community, but also it was important that there be a rabbi who was both a Talmid Chacham and also very warm with his congregants. One of the reasons we came to Bergenfield is because we knew about Rav Neuberger, and it's been really wonderful to join the community and to speak with him.
Been here, as I said, 25 years, and when we got here, I think we were the 48th family to join the shul, so there was nobody here. And Bergenfield, in fact, when we were looking for a house, people said, oh, you don't want to be in Bergenfield, they don't have busing, they don't have this, they don't have that. And we chose Bergenfield, and we did have Rabbi Neuberger and Pesci, and we watched how this community grew, and grew into what we have today. So we went from 48 families to approximately 350, I believe.
daram daram Lega veia voidação sorriso Digi digi daram daram A voidação yon sorriso Digi digi daram daram Lega veia voidação sorriso Digi digi daram daram A voidação yon sorriso
Their sensitivity, and I'm sure I'm not the only person saying that on this video, but it is probably the most outstanding quality. They internalize everybody's joy and sorrow.
They understood what was going on in the lives of so many people. Every time somebody had a simcha, our home had a simcha as well. And every time somebody had a crisis, though we may not have known the details or who and what was going on, we always knew that there was a struggle going on because everybody's simcha was their simcha and everybody's pain was their pain. And it's still like that. And I feel so privileged to have grown up in a home where we understood that we were part of something bigger.
And what I really learned from the Rav in those 2 years is whenever any situation came up that had to be dealt with, my first instinct was to make a decision. And the Rav's first instinct was to listen, to wait, to think about it, and then to make a decision after having either slept on it or just thought about it for a while.
Which is more remarkable? The Rav and Rebbetzin's wisdom or the sensitivity? I think they really both come from a single source, the same place. They come from an extraordinary sense of humility. And a Nava, it's not about them. It's about us. It's about you. It's about whomever they're reaching out to.
Well, it was 1999, and the leadership of the shul felt that there was a need for an expansion. And of course, with expansion comes many people with different opinions and different emotions. And very, very early on, the Rav felt that it was important to really express the importance of keeping peace.
Because this is really the hallmark of the Rav and the Rebbetzin in terms of their compassion and sensitivity, in terms of dealing with everybody. Not only the members, but this care and sensitivity is extended to the Klal Yisrael in general.
My mother always, she always had her finger on the pulse of the community. She was always looking to see who needed words of encouragement, who could use a visit, which people in the community were sick and might need an extra dinner here or there.
The greatest honor a parent could have a daughter like her. That may be true of all my children, but she was the first, and she led the way.
Hi, Manaba. Since you know about my deep and profound connection to Eretz Yisrael, I thought it only fitting for me to open this message from the Beth Abraham Israel Extended Community.
Shalom, ve'erev tov l'kulam. Tonight we bring you a message from beautiful Eretz Yisrael.
We were asked, only a few days ago, to send a message of thanks,
respect, and admiration for our wonderful Rav and Rebbetzin who have
done so much for us and whom we miss so much. It seems that you in America
are all under the impression that we in Israel are on vacation and we have
nothing better to do than spend time on something like this. The truth is that we all work very
hard here and spend our days fighting tooth and nail to make a suitable
living. However, because of our love for the Rav and Rebbetzin, we've decided
to break from our busy schedules to record this short clip.
So here it goes.
Mazel Tov to Reverend Pesci Newberger on this tremendous milestone. May you
be zocha to continue serving the wonderful Beth Abraham community
until you too decide to join us in Eretz Yisrael.
But be forewarned, life here is no picnic. We love you guys, we miss you. Mazel Tov, all the best.
A very special attribute I think all of us would agree that Pesci has, and that is her ability to teach. She is a master teacher. We all learn from her in so many ways. I know from conversations I've had with Pesci over the years that just preparing for one shiur or one class takes countless hours. Her heart and soul seriously go into everything that she teaches our children.
So when my son started Mesivta in 9th grade, he was learning Hilchos Rambam, and the Rambam talks about how to treat a Rebbe Muvak. What is a Rebbe Muvak supposed to be like? So the Rambam describes him as a malach. A person should view his Rav as the malach. And so my son kind of really didn't have really couldn't grasp the concept. So I said, you happen to be very privileged that we live in Bergenfield, a place where you have a role model that is Kamal Chasharis, a person who really imbibes everything the Torah discusses, describes, and he's an inspiration for all of us.
Like every Friday night in the winter, since I was a little girl, I always came to the rabbi's shiur, and I'd have some candy, and then me and the Rebbitzin would always play games, and he'd talk, and it was just really nice, and she always made me feel so warm, like family.
I love how every Purim we come and we take a picture with the Rav and we talk to the Rav.
Stand for a tale so grand. Shushan is the place where it all began. The hidden miracle. One man, second in command. Slay all the Jews, but his wicked plan. A scheme so miserable. He chose a day for the disaster. It's ironic what came after. He didn't know a girl named Esther would turn it upside down. So raise your glass if you can see the hidden meaning. It's right in front of you. We will never be anything but proud to tell the story. Then won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Esther became the queen, cause God was pulling strings from behind the scenes. She wore the royal crown. 3 days the Jews just prayed. Queen Esther risked her life, went to save the day. She took Haman down. The streets were filled with celebration. Everyone ate hamantashen. Jubilation for the nation.
Rabbi, you and Pesci have been the spiritual leaders of our congregation for the last 25 years. Everything has been wonderful. As president of the shul, I just have one tiny question. Do you love us? Do we what? Do you love us?
Do we love you?
Well,
I gave up my job at Einstein, and with Pesci came long ago. Here we've led, here we've taught, here we've watched the shul grow. Maybe you've got indigestion.
Rabbi, I'm asking you a question. Do you love us?
I'm your Rav.
I know, but do you love us?
Do we love you?
Well,
for 25 years we've guided you, answered shilas, taught your kids, given you sashes to wear at night. After 25 years, to talk about love seems trite.
Rabbi, the first year you came here, we wondered what would be We were scared, we were shy, we were nervous.
So was I.
But we prayed to God above us that the Newburgers would love us. So now I'm asking you, dear Rabbi, do you love us?
We're still here.
We know, but do you love us?
Do we love you?
Well,
for 25 years we've lived with you, bar and bat mitzvahed and married you, opened our home to you a lot. If that's not love, then what?
So you love us?
Certainly we do.
And certainly we love you too.
It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Thank you, Rabbi and Pesci, for helping us build a vibrant shul.
Thank you, Rav and Rebbetzin Newberger, for being such caring and compassionate leaders.
Thank you, Rav and Rebbetzin Newberger, for having been such amazing mentors for Yafa and myself.
Thank you, Rav and Rebbetzin, for inspiring our children.
Thank you, Reverend Rebbetzin, for being such incredible, wonderful, caring teachers.
Thank you, Rabbi and Rebbetzin, for making me feel like family.
Thank you to our Rav and Rebbetzin, who helped us build a beautiful Kehillah.
After a long search, we finally found our candidate, Rebbetzin Newberger.
And on a personal level, I think, another personal level, I think the rabbi is one of my biggest defenders in the shul, and I don't think there's been a president in the last 25 years that hasn't heard the rabbi say to them, you're right, but he does a lot of work for the shul.
First, I want to wish Mazel Tov to Rabbi and Efrat Sobolovsky on this wonderful occasion of the... Hold on a second. This is the... Beth Abraham dinner. Whoops.
Growing up at the shul with your father is, of course...
How many hours of film do you have? And do you charge by the hour or by the session?
Unlike most of the people in the shul, Evie and I don't have any shilas that we go to the Rabbi Pesci for. We usually do what's convenient and what's comfortable. And now that my daughter is married to a Willig, we're up to our ears in rabbis.
Both the Rebbetzin and Rabbi as being a great couple that has graced our shul with their presence. Sei gesund.